But let's go. Let's go. We're gonna continue this. We have to be close to the end. We just have to be. Unless we're not. What are you doing, Neil? Backing up interactive data for applied section. Data backup complete and stored to repository. Neil, taking a memento for yourself there. But she's here. That took a while. Weren't you right behind me? I just had to clean up that mess back there. Is this the plane ride? This is the field. This is that airstrip that's just a field. Well, let's go and see what we find at the vortex of all this. I have a guess. Well, here's another one of these. Didn't exactly stick that soft field landing, huh? Not like I had much practice on an actual grass strip. Why does he still have his cello? Let's see. Hi, Faye. So, you think this is a case of schizophrenia? Well, with that, the patient usually has trouble actively distinguishing delusion from reality. But in this case, I get the feeling that he's actually well aware of it. Still can't say for certain, but I'm leaning towards some kind of defense mechanism instead. The more curious question is how she's able to materialize here so vividly. You think she's still able to, see us? Hard to say, but she shouldn't be able to interfere from now, for now, at least. This seems to be just a normal memory playback. Okay. Memory playback. Let's check the plane. Nothing going on? Alright, cool. Let's continue on. We're no longer running. Things have simmered down. There definitely is more games, so I don't know if I should stop here or not. I 100% expected to beat this game. Today. I'm wearing the outfit to beat the game. What you waiting for? Come on! Haven't you ever heard of the phrase, stop and smell the roses? There are flowers on top of the hill too, you know. I'll race you there! We got beautiful music again. Should we stop and smell the flowers? No? Okay. We're not stopping for anything. We're trudging through. If this episode has to be a long one, it's a long one. It is the finale. If it is the finale. It might be chopped up, who knows? I could put a little like gasp, and then it stops and goes to like, oh my god, part 3. Like technically we did just get to act 3, but act 2 was very short. Act 2 lasted like 10 seconds. Hey, I was thinking, it's a little windy today. Maybe we should come back some other time instead. Oh, don't be such a downer, we're practically already there. Hey, remember when we played Catch Me If You Can? The wind? It wasn't there a moment ago. What's with the wind? Ah, I saw the bird. There's something in this tree. Let me shake it. Okay. What's the matter now? Let's just rest here for a while. Again, you barely walked any steps. Hey, I'm the one who has to carry this thing uphill. Oh. I just thought you had gotten stronger by now, that's all. The cello got bigger too, you know. Just come and sit here with me for a bit, will you? Do you remember the first time we came here? Which first time? The second one, I guess. The one where I tried to race you up the hill. Oh, yeah, that was a dumb move. You sure were excited to take me up there, though. Yeah, it had been a while since I took anyone there. It's still one of my favorite places. I've always liked how it overlooked the city. It really has been a while, hasn't it? I rather miss going there. So, why are you hesitating? We're mere steps away from there, you know. Why are you stopping every step along the way? I don't know. Stop kidding yourself, Colin. You're not tired, and it's not the wind. We've already come so far. You know as well as I what we have to do. Was he suicidal? Tone just got really dark. Notice that we're not even finding we're not finding mementos here. Because we've already gotten the last one. The first time we came here, that was the first time I accompanied you to play the scales too, wasn't it? Yeah, it helped. It still does, actually. Well, no one likes to practice scales alone. But you could never actually hear what I was playing, could you? What is that stance that she's doing? Oh, she sat down and scooted over. I get it. I thought she was standing like, ugh. It's nice up there today. It always is. You don't have to leave anymore. I can fly now. Wherever you go, I can go with you. You really are stubborn, aren't you? Don't you think you're getting a bit too old for me to say? People would laugh at you if they knew. They can laugh all they want, I don't care. You made me who I am today. I learned to fly because of you. I kept playing the cello because of you. You taught me to practice the scales. No, Colin. I can't teach you anything you don't know, nor can I make you do anything you don't want to. Maybe all you really wanted was for someone to be there. He was lonely, I knew it. There's a cello in the sky! Even if it was just for someone like me. Oh, even if it was just someone like me. And there's a plane in the sky? I know, it's mesmerizing here, Colin. But you've been spending so much time with me, and imagining what could be. Don't you think you're forgetting what actually is, and all that could be? Sometimes stepping out of this little world we've made is the only way to notice and appreciate all the beautiful things all around you. I just don't want to be alone. Sure, if I go, you'll be alone at times, even when you don't want to be. But that's all a part of growing up, and it's all a part of life. It's what makes fleeting moments with loved ones treasured, and our memories precious. It's also what drives you to seek out what you wouldn't find if you just stayed here with me. There's the helmet, aviator goggles. There's a lot out there just waiting for you, Colin. I can't promise it'll always be good, but I know you won't find all that you need living only in these pages of yours. You brought me into this world. I won't forget that. And while some things are meant to stay, some are only meant to carry you so far. I'm in my own way. You know I'll always be there to protect you. And whatever comes, if it's something we could do, then it's something you could do. What do you say, Colin? Are you ready? What if his regret was letting her go? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I'm ready for it to end. I don't care what you are or aren't. You were my first real friend. Oh, that's so sad. Hey, this doesn't have to be the end for us. One day, you might look back and realize how fast this precious life has passed by you. And on that day, I'll come back once more. We'll talk like how we used to talk, and you'll tell me about your day. No, about your life. You'll tell me about what a happy life you've had, and all the nice memories you've made. We're not having another to the moon that thing happening, okay? Breathe. I might not have such a happy life, you know? You're such a downer, you know that? Have a little faith in yourself, Colin. Of course you will. I know you will. It may take a long time, and it may take a lot of work and effort. But when that day comes, I know you'll have a lot of happy memories to share. It's almost time. How much have you written in that book by now? You've replaced its pages so many times, huh? I must talk a lot. Sorry about that. But now that I'm going, perhaps you could finally spare more pages for other things. It's your book. You don't have to always write about me anymore. It's just like life, right? Same book, filled with all kinds of different pages, as it should be. Take care of yourself, alright? Hey. I still haven't said goodbye yet. You already have, Colin. A long, long time ago. And it all comes back to a bird story. Goodbye, friend. I'm okay. It's just sad. I honestly didn't think another game could make me cry. And now life is like, things are different. The colors are different. She never came back, did she? Guess not. I wonder if she's a cause or an effect. Huh? As in, do you think Colin's unhappy because she never came back again? If Colin only wanted to see her again, I doubt he would have needed to call us. Yeah, so perhaps her absence at the end meant that he was already unhappy by then. Back to square one. This place is destabilizing again. We don't have much time left. Let's move. We have to make do with what we have. I said it from the beginning. I didn't want him to be alone. And that's the part that's so upsetting. Urgh! Wait, do we even know what we're doing with him yet? I have a few ideas to try, but we still need to link the memories first. Let's get back to the overworld and figure things out from there. Alright. Onward to the overworld. Oh god. Neil? What the heck? Wait just a... In my own way, I will always be there to protect you. And she was. Neil? What's taking you so long? This place is falling apart. There's no time to wait for him. Alright, we gotta connect Colin's life. Alright, so... Let me see, the paper airplane... Yeah, the paper airplane's a shared memory here. If I'm correct on how this works. I don't remember 100%, but there we go. Paper airplane, so that's connected. We need the hibiscus over here. Okay, we already got the book connected. And then we need the cello. Cello, cello. Boom! I think that's all of them, but... Ow! Paper airplane to the rescue! Was that a... What's happening? Okay, so Neil's on a rock. What is this place? Oh, a path will form for you. Or it's just gonna fly me places. Okay, creepy. There's him and Asher, there's him and his Sophia. His memories, they're falling apart. Him and his wedding proposal, him and his old age. So what, now we're exploring? This is him at the office. But in the blink of an eye, suddenly there's no more time. And I find myself here, just like everybody else. I just want to feel like I've done enough in this world before I go, you know? That's why we're here, Colin. Tell us your regrets. What is it that you want us to fix? I want you to make me live that fulfilling life without changing anything I've been through. I didn't know how much of this game was actually left. I am so surprised. Oh wait, hold on, we need to check this one over here. I have a feeling these are gonna like bring insight to certain moments in the game. Call them. But when you go through that procedure and live that new life, just hold on to something from here. It's not like that, Fia. I won't forget about you. Just hold on to something from here, okay. So, I think the color shifts were when he was in his imagination. Like when Asher was being born, I feel like maybe that was when he felt like he needed someone there to help him get through it, like Faye. And then he calmed down and then went back in the room and lived his life because that's how Faye wanted him to live. We only have so little time in this life, and we've never been able to do all that we want. We'll never be able to do what we want. No matter what we do, there'd always be other things we'd want to try, other paths to take. Okay, well there's the shark and the jellies. That was when he spilled stuff. Did it spill on your dress? Hey, just one more excuse to jump into the lagoon. You know, we don't have to waste all that lemon juice. Have you ever tried writing with it? Lemon juice? No, why? Ha! Then prepare to be mind blown by some elementary school magic. Get this? It's invisible ink. Invisible ink? Yep. The writing appears in color only when you heat the paper up. Come on, I'll show you. Let's write something with it. It's been a while since I've written. Well, never too late to start again. How about a letter? To who? Each other, of course. We could write about this trip. It's been kind of a journey, hasn't it? And at the end of it, we could show each other what we wrote of it all. Is the book filled with everything with her? Why was this not part of the memory earlier? Okay. Oh god. The urgency to keep moving. So many jumping points to get through, though. Why would you even consider? Why would you toss aside everything we have for something make-believe? I'm not tossing anything aside. We all have regrets, but then righting wrong and dreaming long past, Sigmund Corp, we give you the second chance to make things right. Because we help, it's never too, help is never too late. I know our motto. I know our motto. Wait, these don't seem just like randomly scattered memories. Could it be that sedative's wearing off? You didn't figure that out yet, did you? Neil, it takes you too long to figure things out sometimes. You are different, even from the man you were when we first met you. You're no longer aloof, you know? When you're here, you're actually here. Well, yeah. That's because I got rid of my imaginary friend! Who was actually pretty badass. Him under a tree writing. Is this the last stop? I know it's mesmerizing here, Faye spoke after a pause, shifting her gaze back to the sky, but you've been spending so much time with me and imagining what couldn't be. Don't you think you're forgetting about what actually is and all that could be? It was just him writing, that's all it was. He was always alone, he would just always write in that book. Okay, look, I got it. I got your message, you hear me? I know you're still here, you can come and get me now. Nothing, huh? Damn it. I really thought it was her. Wait, is that really the only way to... Whoa! Oh! Right on the bubble. Where the hay have you been? I figured it out, Eva. I figured out the impossible. I mean, it took an unholy amount of spoon feeding, but I guess that's what it takes when you're on the inside of it. What are you talking about? Yes. Just what are you talking about? That's Faye talking, isn't it? The sedative, it wore off already? You don't sound too happy about it. We're here to help Colin. You're just the mental process that's in the way. Well, lucky for you, that can be amended now, can it? So, looks like we're about out of time. If you're going to erase me for good, you might as well hurry. No, we're not going to erase you. We're going to erase us. Wait, what? Colin never needed our service, Eva. He already had her. The ability to change his reality, to live in a different world. One that filled the gaps of what he wanted all in his head. She is what we do, Eva. And yet, she left. She left, which could have only meant one thing. Colin gave up writing? What are you trying to imply? No, that can't be right. What we do is different from just this. How is it different? Because there's more to it. There's more to what we do. We fulfill wishes. We give meaning to people's lives. What we do, it has to be more than just that of an imaginary friend. It's a lot more elaborate for sure. But for someone who had to fight just to let go of fantasy and embrace reality, maybe our existence was merely an unwelcome amplifier. A reminder of the make-believe, the imaginary, and the endless possibilities that make reality seem less than what it is. Hey, you two, things aren't looking good with the patient. I don't know what you're up to, but you might want to get out of there. And by might wanna, I mean need to. After all that, huh? I guess none of this even matters anymore. There's no way we'd still have time to implement any actual changes. No, we might not have time. But what about her? She's already linked to the machine's interface, right? Without us, all procedures would be internalized, so much could be done in a fraction of a moment. You're suggesting giving sole control of the machine to a mental process of the patient. The ethical complications of that, it hasn't been done for good reasons. It hasn't been done because no patient has ever had a chance like this. Besides, what's our alternative? Just leave and mark this as a write-off? But what about legal complications? And the contract, it says, oh, come on, Eva. When has the contract stopped us? We probably should get out of here. Guys? Go on. I'll be right behind. Don't say I never trusted you. Please say Neil gets out. You beautiful engineer, you. Why are you doing this for us? Well, if I were Colin and on my last breath, I'd trust you over two strangers in white coats, right? Strangers, huh? Your colleague was right about one thing. There is more to what you do than just playing God with people's memories. You've been here for just one day, yet in all of this lifetime, no one else has truly seen the world through his eyes like you have. And well, you're kind of the first I've been able to meet, too. Aww. In some silly way, maybe that's a part of what Colin really wished for. It was one heck of a meet and greet, that's for sure. Full admin access transferred to unknown credential, Faye. You gonna be alright? Just a little nervous, I guess. Well, given the circumstances, I'd say that's pretty alright. Beluska-doo, hey. Do you think in some ways I've truly existed? Well, for what it's worth, I think all our memories and everything in it can be nothing but the fiction we tell ourselves. That's a beautiful thought. Good luck out here. Colin's counting on you. And then the death. I'm still in it. Yep, I'm out. Good. I'm good. Neil's good. His blood pressure is dropping. Vital signs are fading fast. I think he's letting go. Is he dying happy? Oh, she kisses him. Poor Asher and Fia. I'm sorry for your loss. Please take all the time you need. I'll be in the living room with the paperwork. When they're ready, I'll let them know. Oh, I didn't realize I could move. I was like, it's been like a cutscene this entire time. Let's talk to Neil real fast. Hey, Neil, what's up? Oh, he's a little stark, isn't it? Seeing it like this, after just having been in there. It is what it is. I'm just a little cold. It felt warmer in there. What we did back there, do you know if it worked? Hard to say. I'll try to dig through the data afterward, but... well... it's never been done like this before. I don't know how coherent it could be. Guess we've got another mess of a report to write. We can take care of that when the dust settles. In the meantime, I just remembered something. The book, of course, duh. The invisible ink. So, did you succeed? There was a complication. We tried to cope with something unorthodox, but I'm not sure if we'll ever know what really happened in those last moments. Hey! Sophia said you got a lighter. Yeah. That's right, you run, Neil. It's urgent. Set that book ablaze. Just don't set it on fire, actually. The page is filled in. Do we get to read it? Aw, his head! Do we get to see what you changed?
I never stood up very tall. I think my voice was fairly small. But there were times I'd want to shout, though my thoughts weren't sorted out. So I'd stumble and I'd fall. I learned to fly because of you. So if you left, I could go too. And everything you saw in me, that's what I wanted to be. Did I make it after all? All the grass on the other side. Is it only greener in my mind? I'd still want it the same, because trading my yesterday is to wish my life away. As we dream and as we grow, we have to learn to let things go. But let the wonder never fade, though we've turned 10,000 pages, flying high or stuck below.
It's the memories we didn't get to see.
I've searched for meaning amidst doubt. I finally figured that part out. And all the stories inside me feels like I'm bursting at the seams. And you're here after all. All the grass on the other side. Is it only greener in my mind? I'd still want it the same, because trading my yesterday is to wish my life away.
A life with no regrets. Erase Sigmund from the equation. Colin had a happy life in the end. I just hate how alone he was at some point. But he started off alone and he got a great family in the end. There's someone across the balcony? No? Looking for something, old-timer? It's been a while, huh? Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's been a while, huh? A long while. You haven't changed much. And whose fault is that now? Listen, I wish it were under better circumstances, but... I know. I wish I still had the time to tell you all about what's happened since then. It's okay. I was there. I'm only here to say goodbye. Just tell me one more thing, though. Do you still have any regrets? Regrets? Yeah, I have a lot of those. But that's okay. The chances I've missed, the mishaps, and all that I wished for, well, they were all still part of it. They made way for all that I do have. And what I do have, I wouldn't trade for anything else in the world. That's all I wish to hear. Come on, they're waiting for you. It's time to go home. Hey, Colin. Sorry I had to leave back then. Thank you for having been there, even when nobody else was. That's what I was talking about in earlier episodes. Where all the mistakes, all the little things, they lead to what you have now. You can't have regrets because they always lead to where you currently are. And you wouldn't have the knowledge you have now and the feelings you have now without it. Also, I apologize, I'm a blubbering mess. They kissed each other. Is that the end? That's the end! I clapped at the end of the last one, I'm gonna clap at this one too. Written and directed by Ken Gao. Amazing! I loved it. A lot of people said that it wasn't gonna be as sad as To the Moon, but I mean, picking up on all the small details, noticing all the small bits, talking to you guys in the comments, I'm able to see that kind of stuff. I'm able to go through everything twice and really absorb everything, and the fact that it just loss, love, friendship, being lonely, these are things that just kind of speak to me. He was so alone as a kid. All he had was his book. All he had was his book and his stories. He didn't even have his parents. His parents were through notes. And he had his bird, which helped him, inspired him, and to want to fly, I guess. And I really, really liked that game. It was so good. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sure there's more after the credits, but beautiful, beautiful game. So much to look at, so much to analyze, and that was just another game that I openly cried on camera for. What can I say? Ken Gao gets me. He is amazing, and I love his games. I wouldn't have changed a thing. They're great stories. The guy knows how to write. It was beautiful, and it was like, I thought that I had it figured out, and then it was like, nope. And then I was like, oh, I think I have this figured out, and it was like, nope. And then at the end, it was beautiful, and I loved it. Something after the credits? Let's see. Oh, is this the funeral? Eva, all dressed in black. Sup? Where are you? At my scotch, drinking home? You said at my scotch, drinking home. You said you'd be here. I said I'd visit like we always do, not attend the funeral. When was the last time we even did that? I know, but I just thought we owe it to him after. Dr. Roslin, we're about to start. Go on, I'll get my turn. He's not actually at home drinking scotch. Of course not. All right, enjoy your scotch. You know it. Now, where were we? Oh, not looking sketchy at all, Neil. I asked you to knock, not hack my lock. Switching to digital was a terrible idea. Why didn't you just keep both locks on? That's a good point. Dagnammit, Rob, I don't know. Why she even got you involved? Look, we don't have long. Are you guys still in or not? You betcha. So, is that the solution you were talking about? Yeah, that's her. Is she gonna be the automated do our job for us thing? Oh, episode 2, Finding Paradise. Is there... Right, okay, right, Sigmund Corp, and there's a ... Ken Gao. Please say there's more. Their story's not over. Beautiful! Thank you for having been a part of this. You're so welcome. It was my pleasure, dude. You are absolutely the king. You are amazing, and I love you so much. Yes. Beautiful. Okay, so that's the end of the game. You guys obviously saw my feelings on it. You guys know how I feel. Now, I loved the audience that follows this game, that follows this series. I love all of you guys so much. You guys have been commenting. You guys have been with me this entire trip. Now, the hardest thing about YouTube is what to play next, right? Because I don't do YouTube full-time anymore. And I know it took me a long time to get all these episodes out. But I'm curious. What are suggestions you, this audience, the people that rode this game series with me to the bitter end, what are some suggestions of games you'd like to see me play? Because I love YouTube and I love doing these types of videos. I love being able to show emotion and have direct conversations with my community over the course of editing and doing all this stuff, okay? So please, don't abandon this channel. I love you and I love this game series and there's gonna be more, so stick around and let me know in the comments what you thought. How good was I playing this game? Did I do a good job? Did I do it justice? But anyway, that's gonna be it for me. As always, keep calm. I'm Keyon, and I will see you guys in the next video.